Assistant Professor, PG Department of English, Don Bosco College, Kottayam. Dear students, reading, writing, speaking, and listening are basic communication skills necessary for effective communication in any environment. In this lecture, I deal with Module 3 Reading Comprehension of the paper English for Career. Module 3 Reading Comprehension focuses specifically on the reading skills. Reading for information, understanding, learning, and summarizing other topics. And we have exercises to test comprehension, analytical and logical thinking, vocabulary skills, and critical thinking. Dear students, what is comprehension? Yes, comprehension is the understanding and interpretation of what is read. Comprehension or extracting meaning from what you read is the ultimate goal of reading. The process of comprehension is both interactive and strategic. Reading comprehension skills. Now I discuss some essential skills needed for reading comprehension. They are vocabulary, reflection, fact check, compare and contrast, supporting claims, and summarization. First one, vocabulary. It means students learn, practice, and decipher new vocabulary in text. Next, reflection. It means students reflect on what they learn not only to themselves but with an audience to hear different ideas. Next one, fact check. Here, students use strategies to check the validity of sources. Next, compare and contrast. It means students compare and contrast both text and perspectives. Next, supporting claims. Here, students use evidence from the text to support their thoughts. And finally, summarization. Here, students authentically recognize the main idea and details of an article and share them with an audience. Next topic, reading strategies. We have a number of strategies used for reading comprehension. They are rereading, reflecting, developing a mental image, asking questions, checking for understanding, revising, summarizing, previewing, applying, synthesizing, taking notes, setting a purpose, and so on. Now I discuss the general strategies for reading comprehension. First one, using prior knowledge or previewing, then predicting, identifying the main idea and summarization, questioning, making inferences, and visualizing. Using prior knowledge or previewing means when students preview text, they tap into what they already know. That will help them to understand the text they are about to read. This provides a framework for any new information they read. Next strategy is predicting. It means when students make predictions about the text they are about to read, it sets up expectations based on their prior knowledge or previous knowledge about similar topics. As they read, they may mentally revise their predictions as they gain more information. Asking and answering questions about text is another strategy that helps students focus on the meaning of text. Here, teachers can help students in the process of asking good questions and strategies for finding the answers in the text. Another strategy, identifying the main idea and summarizing, requires that students determine what is important and then put it in their own words. Asking and answering questions about text is another strategy that helps students focus on the meaning of text. Here, teachers can help students in the process of asking good questions and strategies for finding the answers in the text. Next strategy, making inferences means in order to make inference or assumption about something that is not explicitly stated in the text, students must learn to draw on prior or previous knowledge and recognize clues in the text itself. Last one, visualizing. Studies have shown that students who visualize while reading have better recall than those who do not. Visualizing means readers can take advantage of illustrations that are embedded in the text or create their own mental images or drawings when reading text without illustrations. Now I give you an example for doing comprehension. Here is a passage. First I read the given passage and explain it for you. Fires in the Amazon rainforest have captured attention worldwide in recent days. Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, who took office in 2019, pledged in his campaign to reduce environmental protection and increase agricultural development in the Amazon, and he appears to have followed through on that promise. This paragraph is about Amazon rainforest and about the Brazilian president who advocates to reduce environmental protection and increase agricultural development in the Amazon. Now I read the second paragraph. The resurgence or renewal of forest clearing in the Amazon, which had decreased more than 80% following a peak in 2004, is alarming for many reasons. Tropical forests harbor many species of plants and animals found nowhere else. They are important refuges for indigenous people and contain enormous stores of carbon as wood and other organic matter that would otherwise contribute to the climate crisis. This paragraph highlights the importance of protecting Amazon forest. It also throws light on the fact that forest clearing in the Amazon is a great threat because Amazon forest or tropical forest harbor many species of plants and animals found nowhere else. They are important refuges for indigenous people. They contain enormous stores of carbon as wood and other organic matter that would otherwise contribute to the climate crisis. Now I read out the next paragraph. Some media accounts have suggested that fires in the Amazon also threaten the atmospheric oxygen that we breathe. French President Emmanuel Macron tweeted on August 22nd that the Amazon rainforest, the lungs which produces 20% of our planet's oxygen, is on fire. The following paragraph says that the often repeated claim that the Amazon rainforest produces 20% of our planet's oxygen is based on a misunderstanding. In fact, nearly all of Earth's breathable oxygen originated in the oceans, and there is enough of it to last for millions of years. There are many reasons to be appalled by this year's Amazon fires, but depleting Earth's oxygen supply is not one of them. Nearly all free oxygen in the air is produced by plants through photosynthesis. About one-third of land photosynthesis occurs in tropical forest, the largest of which is located in the Amazon basin. But virtually all of the oxygen produced by photosynthesis each year is consumed by living organisms and fires. Forest plants produce lots of oxygen, and forest microbes consume a lot of oxygen. As a result, net production of oxygen by forest and indeed all land plants is very close to zero. Now I move on to the second last paragraph. For oxygen to accumulate in the air, some of the organic matter that plants produce through photosynthesis must be removed from circulation before it can be consumed. Usually, this happens when it is rapidly buried in places without oxygen, most commonly in deep sea mud under waters that have already been depleted of oxygen. Below depths, where microbes have stripped waters of oxygen, leftover organic matter falls to the ocean floor and is buried there. Oxygen that the algae produced at the surface as it grew remains in the air, because it is not consumed by decomposers. The last paragraph says that some of this oxygen returns to the planet's surface through chemical reactions with metals, sulfur, and other compounds in Earth's crust. For example, when iron is exposed to air in the presence of water, it reacts with oxygen in the air to form iron oxide, a compound commonly known as rust. This process, which is called oxidation, helps regulate oxygen levels in the atmosphere. I hope you listen to the passage. Next, we shall do the exercise. First question. The word harbour in the passage is closest in meaning to. The given options are an area of water where ships can anchor. Next, to hold in mind. Then sustain. And the last option, none of the above. When we go through the given options, we understand the correct answer is sustain. The word harbour in the past is closest in meaning to the word sustain. An area of water where ships can anchor is dock. The word dock is closest in meaning to an area of water where ships can anchor. Next question. The phrase follow through in the passage means. The correct answer is fulfill. The other options resemble. Resemble means to be like or similar, and the word hesitate means to stop or pause. So the correct answer is fulfill. Third question. The word or phrase which has a similar meaning to the word canvas in the passage is. The correct answer is campaign. Next question. Identify the statement which is true. First option. The resurgence of forest clearing in the Amazon is harmless. Second, depleting Earth's oxygen supply is one of the reasons to be appalled by this year's Amazon fires. Third, the net production of oxygen by forest and all land plants is very close to zero. And the last option, some of the organic matter that plants produce through photosynthesis is not removed when it is rapidly buried in places without oxygen. When we go through this given options, we find the correct option is C. The net production of oxygen by forest and all land plant is very close to zero. That is a correct answer. Fifth question. The resurgence of forest clearing in the Amazon is a great threat. Why? The given options are tropical forests harbor many species of plants and animals found nowhere else. Second, they are important refuges for indigenous people. Third, they contain enormous stores of carbon as wood and other organic matter that would otherwise contribute to the climate crisis. And fourth option, all of the above. When you read all the options, you will find all the above statements are true. Next question. The often repeated claim that the Amazon rainforest produces 20% of our planet's oxygen is based on a misunderstanding. Why? First option, all of the oxygen produced by photosynthesis each year is consumed by living organisms and fires. Next, nearly all of Earth's breathable oxygen is originated in the oceans. Third, there is enough oxygen in the oceans to last for millions of years. Fourth option, all of the above. Again, the correct answer is option D. All the above statements are true. Seventh question. How is the oxygen level regulated in the atmosphere? The answer is oxidation process through which oxygen returns to the planet's surface through chemical reaction with metals helps regulate oxygen levels in the atmosphere. Next question. What is rust? Rust is a common name for iron oxide. When iron is exposed to the air in the presence of water, it reacts with oxygen in the air and forms iron oxide. Ninth question. What was the main campaign agenda of the Brazilian president Jair Bolsonaro, who took office in 2019? The main agenda was to reduce environmental protection and increase agricultural development in the Amazon. Last question. As a responsible citizen, Can you mention two ways to protect the environment? By planting trees and reducing the use of plastic helps to protect environment to an extent. I hope you understand this lecture, and today's assignment is reading comprehension exercise, passage 1, page number 91 from the book English for Career. Dear students, please do the assignments as soon as possible. Thank you.